in Toastmaster. She's recently joined Pro Speakers and Trainers Club. She hopes to inspire everyone to learn from mentor and be a mentor, which I definitely looking forward for her speech. With that, I would like to invite Elena. Elena, pass it on. Elena Teo.
As I walked to the stage, feeling the chills that went down my spine, I stood still. I can't seem to open my mouth. My heart was pounding so hard that I thought I was going to lose it. I was frozen for a good minute. It felt like eternity. That was the moment after the MC called my name to present in a crowd of over 200 in Shangri-La Hotel Ballroom 6 years ago. It was a software product launch. I was to introduce the new features of a database software. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Did your heart ever pound crazily when you are asked to speak in public? I continue to struggle in public speaking every time I was called on stage. What I need is someone who could pass on guidance and support, someone you would call a mentor. 6 months ago, I joined Toastmasters, a club who nurtures public speaking skills in a pragmatic way. Toastmasters, having mentors for Toastmasters for public speaking is a very pragmatic approach for me. My first ever speech draft, The Icebreaker, had over 1,000 words. I passed the speech draft to my first mentor, Ricky Su, DTM. He gave me the feedback. Maintain the word count to about 600. Keep the speech title short and ask audience questions. He also gave me general feedback like writing a speech is not the same as writing an essay. I need to keep my sentences short. I made so many revisions. In the end, I had more than 10 versions. I was very proud of my speech. I have never worked so hard in my life. 1 month later, I was preparing my speech for my first evaluation and feedback. I wrote my speech based on a book that I just read. The First 20 Hours, How to Learn Anything Fast by Josh Kaufman. He shared 10 principles of effective learning and 10 principles of rapid skills acquisition. I shared my first draft to my 2 other mentors, Li Hua and Casey. They passed on very different feedback to me. Li Hua told me to only share 3 points instead of 20 points. Casey suggested to use PowerPoint slides if I have so many points to share. He even proposed an outline for me. I adapted their feedback and rewrote my script completely. I split my script into 2 speeches and delivered the second speech as a sequel. Once again, I was very satisfied with my speech. I continue to receive a lot of guidance from my mentors as I deliver more speeches. But I felt I needed more support in speech delivery. This is when I signed on my second Toastmaster membership at Pro Speakers and Trainers. Here is a group of friendly and very good public speakers. Adino, Luis, Siva, and last but not least, my dedicated mentor, Kuti. They helped me in many different ways, from speech writing to speech delivery. as well as feedback after I deliver my speech. Kuti is a professional voice artist. Kuti and I had one-on-one session where she introduced the use of vocal dynamics, the dramatic pause, inject warmth in my tone, and how to enunciate. The coaching and mentoring sessions with Kuti are priceless. Of course, I need to do my homework, which is to practice. How am I doing now? In less than 6 months, I learned how to write a good speech and deliver it within 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmasters mentoring program allows me to see my own blind spots. Of course, I'm still a work in progress. I've received so much guidance from so many mentors, more than what I could have learned in the past 20 years in public speaking. Today marked my 7th prepared speech. As I stand firmly in front of you, I don't feel any more chills that went down my spine. I don't freeze anymore. My heart still beats normally. I can open my mouth to speak. Of course, I actually wish I can speak for more than 7 minutes. Someone once said, the best way to learn is to teach. At every chance, I pass on my knowledge to others, to my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Who and what will you teach today? Pass it on. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Sherry for giving me pragmatic feedback as I was drafting this very speech. And I'd like to thank TTDI Toastmasters Club for the opportunity to learn together. Back to you, Toastmaster Julie.
Thank you, Elena, for such a good